RIP Takeoff, Chi-Town, Big Ups, Inglewood, all over the world. The Self-Love Show, another live edition. How AI, ghost producers, lyricists, and performers could aid and harm Black artists. Yes, sir. Please like, share, subscribe on your Ready Production. Big Ups to production.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use.
Fair use.
For purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
There's a visual aid. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all.
In entering upon this course of instruction, each of you should, so far as possible, lay aside for the time being all previous theories and beliefs. By so doing, you will be saved the trouble of trying
All the way through the show.
to put, quote, new wine into old wineskins, end quote. Luke chapter 5, verse 37. If there's anything as we proceed which you don't understand or agree with, just let it lie passively in your mind until you have enjoyed the entire show. For many statements that would at first arouse antagonism and discussion will be cleared and easily accepted a little farther on. After the show is over, if you wish to return to your old beliefs and ways of living, you are at perfect liberty to do so. But for the time being, be willing to become as a little child, for said the Master in spiritual things, quote, except ye become as little children, ye shall in no wise enter into the kingdom of heaven, end quote. Matthew chapter 18, verse 3. If at times there seems to be repetition, please remember, the Self-Love Show is a lesson, not a lecture.
And even in this instance, if I could be of service to a 9-year-old girl or a 19-year-old woman or girl who wants to be a woman, is to really remember that self-love is the best way that you can receive love from anybody else, because it's coming from you. A lot of times we forget that. We look externally for this love. We look externally for this feeling of validation and adoration and approval, and it has to come from within.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Everybody want the truth, but not everybody can handle said truth. I'm just a kid from Chicago. Self-love vision. I'm just a kid from Chicago.
Silverback More Growth and Development
I'm just a
Platform.
kid from Chicago. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, 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 welcome to Chi-Town's very own The Self-Love Show, where we got two mottos. Motto number one is on earth as it is in heaven. All praise be to the Most High, to the ancestors, and to my beloved late Mama Sky. Big ups. Motto number two is as above, so below. Right now, we can be found Malcolm exclusively right here on this YouTube channel. This ain't that network. And as we affectionately say around here, this ain't that network. TATN. TATN. This is your co-host, Nia Millie. What down. Repeat after he. I am greater than my excuse. I am greater than my excuse. I am greater than my excuse. Today's date is Wednesday, 12/28 at approximately 8:15 in the PM in the great city of Chi at the Easy. We live and live in color. And as always, we love to acknowledge that you magnificent cats can be any place and at any time in this magnanimous universe. But thankfully, we all Scooter chose to be here together. Here together. What down, brother Wordsmith? What you manifesting today?
Love, man. You know me, love.
That's what's up.
Issues going on in this house.
Gotcha. Same here, man. Pure, magnificent, magnanimous. Some say harsh, others say tough, but love just the same, good brother.
No doubt.
Hey, so it's been up since we last connoitered on the Self-Love Show, fam.
Well, I got a great holiday gift. Not someone bust the window and came on in my house and stole some things right before Christmas.
Bah, humbug. What, you celebrating Festivus out there?
I wasn't celebrating it, like that, but, But on a brighter note, my little people came to town yesterday, and I missed them dearly. So I was so happy to see them made up for all of that crapulous stuff. And y'all stay out of people's houses.
Yeah, you mess around and catch a bad one.
Lucky I wasn't here.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have been coming in then.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel you. Sorry to hear that, man. And yeah, you scumbuckets, stop the violence, stop the thievery, get it out the mud, as they say. Bet on yourself out there. Stop stealing from your own brothers and sisters within your community.
Facts.
All right, y'all. And we got Omni Overseer in the building. Las Vegas, One Love. I wonder if he's going to come to Charter Day this year.
I wonder.
Be great to see him. Type of capital C in the chat there, Omni Overseer, if we expect to see you at this year's Charter festivities. And for those who don't know what to expect on today's show, we have the Self-Love Show quote of the day. Then, of course, we run a very short video, less than 1 minute. That's our More Growth and Development program. We need some more growth and development within our communities. It's our foundation. It's what this platform stands upon. So do tune in to that. Let us know how you'd like to assist in such an endeavor. And then, of course, we have our video we run where it's called Tattoo Tyranny. We're going to show members and individuals of our government, and we'll have you, the chat, and the co-host here will determine if we feel like, in our opinion, YouTube, if what we saw was in fact tyrannical. And then we have our another video we run, which is, what if that person was pink or white? All right. And then, of course, your mind is a muscle. Your muscle is the mind. So we have a riddle every week. It's called a dome teaser. We'll give you the question or the riddle. At the end of the show, we'll provide you with the solution, unless you, the chat, has it within your mind to solve today's dome teaser. Tonight's topic: how AI producers, lyricists, performers can aid and or harm Black artists. And then we close it out with my personal favorite part of the whole shebang. And that's where this brother to my right summarizes tonight's show in a wonderful piece of off the rip, off the dome, impromptu prose. Work of genius, if I do say so himself. But before we jump at it, announcements. Self-love. Any announcements out there, bro?
Happy Born Day to a friend of the show, Coach. I don't even know what his handle is. What is his handle on here?
Can't remember.
Something Moultrie.
Yeah, happy turnaround to burn, Coach. Enjoy your day. Take some time for reflection and things of that nature.
I got a bit of an emergency I need to take care of.
All right, go ahead.
Be right back.
All right, handle your business. All righty. This guy's got people breaking into his home, and now he's got emergencies. So let's hope the cold air creep hasn't returned. All righty. You guys, my announcements, as always, this is a movement. The more subscribers we get, the closer we get to our ultimate goal. We need you guys to push this link out there via Twitter, IG, Facebook, however you do it. Let's get it out there. Share the link. We live, bringing you uncut quality content, food for your mind and your soul. Stick around long enough, you just might laugh, because you should enjoy life. And as always, stop the violence. That's my announcement to you younger ones out there. Stop the violence. Bullets are boomerangs. Murder is suicide, and my silence would be violence at this point. So let's go ahead and stop the violence. Self-Love Show is all about lectures, lessons, not lectures. Lessons.
Oh, man.
Not lectures. Yeah, hey, fellas. Cold Air Crook hasn't broke back in, has he?
No. Jackie's having some issues somewhere. I'm not sure where he is. So he can't breathe. It's something.
You might you want to run to his crib or something?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, bro. We'll push through this. Yeah. Wow. This is what happens when you do a live show here, you guys. This is what happens during a live show. Jackie, family member of Self-Love, family member of mine, pretty much to extension, like a cousin from another dozen. So you guys send some prayers out. Hopefully Jackie's nothing too serious. And yeah, that's wild. All righty. And all right. So if anybody out here in the chat, if you guys are, into tech, if you do any software development, anything of this nature, we'd love to hear from you. Got any hip hop listeners? It's to the listeners. It's for the listeners. That's Eric B. and Rakim. Any hip hop listeners or producers, lyricists, things of that nature, we definitely love to hear from you cats, because it looks like your job may be on the line. Looks like your intellectual property may no longer be necessary. These are the types of things we're going to unpack here today on the Self-Love Show. Now, let's see if I can run this here, you guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Bear with me. Chicago, bear down. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to go through this. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Where is it? Got it. All right. All right, you guys, we're going to get some MGD going. That's more growth and development. I think we'll be able to get this going here. All right. Big ups. That doesn't seem right. There we go.
Silverback More Growth and Development Platform. Number 1, repair our nation via reparations. We demand our silver back. Number 2, to connect our breadwinners with our activists. And 3, show an accurate depiction of African American Chi-Town. 4, to shine a light on positive influence. 5, heal our community one person at a time. 6, to provide an unfiltered platform for our influencers. 7, recycle the black dollar. 8, to provide mentors for the mentorless. 9, to close the gap between us and our pink kinsmen.
We're closing the gap. We're closing the gap. All righty.
Do you think he...
All righty, ladies and gentlemen. And that brings us to number 10 in the platform. And that one is protect our women, children, and self by any and all means necessary. All right, in case you guys are late joining, our co-host left due to a potential family emergency. So we're going to Deborah Winger it right now until we hear back from Brother Wordsmith as to the extent of the situation at hand. put your prayers out for Jackie, everybody within an earshot. Okay. Yeah, so if you didn't catch us last week, we did a great show. The topic was sovereign citizenship in Black America, sovereign citizenship, its impact on Black America. You can watch that right here on TATN, Into Perpetuity. We unpacked a lot of knowledge and understanding, posed some questions. We're looking to bring that show back soon with a panel chock full of sovereign citizens, which would be sovereign citizens in English. All right. That was what we unpacked there. Tonight's topic, though, is how AI producers, lyricists, performers can aid and or harm Black artists. You guys, please like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. I'm going to push forward with today's Tattoo Tyranny, which is entitled Wild Boar Trickster. That's what it's called. Wild Boar Trickster. And big ups to, what is this? Inside Edition. Fair use, you guys, okay? Fair use.
Do you think he tricked you? Like this was like some trick he had up his sleeve?
Yeah, I feel tricked.
A Valley police officer accused of lying to a driver, tricking him to give a breath sample during a DUI stop.
ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biscobine got the body camera video, and it raises a lot of questions.
Yeah, both about this case and your rights.
It's about 1:30 a.m. and a Gilbert police officer is making a traffic stop. He claims the driver was going 40 in a 30.
That's why I stopped you. You have your license.
I do.
Okay, can I see that?
Okay. Am I able to?
Yeah. You have
40
any
and a
weapons?
30.
No.
Okay, you're fine. How much you had drink tonight, man?
No.
None?
No.
I'm not hearing
Okay, nothing to drink earlier?
Nope.
The officer doesn't believe him.
Okay, real quick, Cody, let me just take a look at your eyes here, man. See that thing? I can just follow with your eyes?
Mm-hmm.
He does what's called an HGN test on his eyes, then asks him to get out of the car for more tests.
Oh, real quick, take a deep breath and blow. Okay, that's fine. I don't need that.
The officer arrests the driver and reads him his rights. And then the officer says he needs to do one more thing.
Okay, alright. There's one thing I want to just take a look at your eyes real fast. Can you just close your eyes and tuck your
Why
head back
can't I
on
hear
me?
the officer? What the hell is going on?
Okay, no medication use or anything like that?
Allergy medication. That's it.
Okay, that's it. What kind of allergy medication?
Zizal.
Okay.
Melphalan.
Oh, I've never heard of that one. Okay, all right.
All right. I don't know what's going on here, Jim Bob. That's interesting.
Is making a traffic stop.
I'm going to try it
He
again.
claims the driver was going 40.
None?
No.
Okay, nothing to drink. That thing I can just follow with your eyes?
Mm-hmm.
He does what's called an HGN test on his eye. Then the officer says he needs to do one more.
Allergy medication. That's it.
Yeah, you guys, I don't know what kind of corner is
medication
taking
for
place
stems,
here.
Nothing like that?
No.
All right, so just close your eyes.
Pick
so
up
there's
some
something
production.
I'm looking at.
So we're going to 86 past this one. Apologize for the tech don't know. Could you guys hear the officer? All right. Well, we're not going to be able to do that. All right. So let's try and see if the next one will play. This one is entitled What If They Were Black? And tonight's topic is how AI producers, lyricists, performers can aid and or harm the Black artists in our community. This is mainly about hip hop, but it can be expanded to all forms of art, from what my research has shown us. Let's see if this one plays.
A Bucks County teenager is facing murder charges tonight. Authorities say they caught up to the suspect after they say he talked about the crime on social media. Action News reporter Sharifa Jackson has been following the story, and she joins us live now outside the Ben Salem Police Building with all the details. Sharifa.
Yeah, Jillian, we have learned that the victim was just
Sharifa.
13 years old. Now, Ben Salem police, they say that 16-year-old Joshua Cooper
sounds like something you could smoke.
to this murder on social media, which ultimately led them straight to his door. Now, we spoke to some neighbors who say they did not hear any gunshots or see or hear anything strange beforehand. 16-year-old Joshua Cooper is charged with murder, tampering, and possessing instruments of crime. Police say he confessed to killing someone during an Instagram video chat with a female friend. During that call, he allegedly showed parts of the body covered in blood and asked for help with disposal. That girl told her mom, who immediately called 911.
God bless her, man. She had a good head on her shoulders at least and didn't take the bait.
The shooting happened Friday at Top of the Ridge Trailer Park on Gibson Road in Ben Salem. Tracy Moges and her family live nearby. She says they didn't hear anything, but knowing that it happened so close where her kids play is unnerving.
It's a quiet neighborhood. We don't have any problems with teenagers or anything like that, so this is a little surprising.
According to the police report, when officers arrived, Cooper ran out the back of the trailer home. He was found a mile away and taken into custody. A deceased juvenile girl was found in the bathroom of the trailer park home. Investigators also say there were indications that substantial steps were taken to clean up the crime scene.
It is terribly sad when, a youth makes such a life-changing decision, probably based on nothing more but some, hurt feelings.
Just sad. They're kids. It's just why did he do it?
Now, Cooper, he was taken to a juvenile detention center, but he is being charged as an adult. I can also tell you that he was denied bail. Reporting from Ben Salem, Sharifa Jackson for Action News at 10 on PHL 7.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. Don't have my co-host in the building. We're still waiting on an update from Self Love and, regarding Jackie Jackson. Jackie. Hope he's doing well. As far as this video here, my first thought is, if that kid goes to jail, he's gonna make somebody a nice girlfriend back there in the penitentiary, in the penal system. Yeah, when they get him in the penal system, he's gonna be, quite the treat. Now, second issue is these kids, how the community, it looks like some sort of trailer park community. Looks like some sort of trailer park community, but what I find interesting is how the community is so, it's sad how these kids are ruining their lives. I thought my heart of hearts, if that was Pookie who did that, I don't know if they'd have so much love and understanding for the young man. You parents out there, raise your kids. I mean, you don't want them to grow up and be young thugs like this guy. Condolences to the young lady who lost life And also, rest in peace to her and condolences to her family. But I feel like if that was Pookie, this would probably be a national outrage, and the video would be played all over the internet because he posted it, I guess, live, and somebody called 12, and that's how he was caught. So, yeah, sad story. Sad story. All right, let's see. Looks like they might be at Jackson Park Hospital. Just got an update from the co-host here. All right. So let's push forward there. You guys, please like, share, subscribe. Our co-host had a family emergency. He stepped away. Right now, unsure if Brother Wordsmith's going to be able to return to tonight's show. I guess that's why we have two hosts, because the Self-Love Show, you can catch it live on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Chicago time, 6 p.m. on the left coast. Must go on. All right. And tonight we're covering how AI producers, lyricists, performers can aid and or harm Black artists. Okay. So let's push on to tonight's Dome teaser. So tonight's riddle, I think we have a smartest chat on the internet. So I need you guys to tune in to this riddle and let me know what you got in your mind. Hey, baby. All right. What two things can you never eat for breakfast? That is tonight's riddle or Dome teaser. Let's hear it from you in the chat. What two things can you never eat for breakfast? All right. Enough of the appetizers out there. We're going to go ahead and get on topic. Right after. Okay. This promo video. I hope this is going right. Next week, right here on the Self-Love Show at 8 p.m. Chicago time, 6 p.m. here on the left coast, we're covering AI, that's artificial intelligence, and hip-hop. Is this the future? Is AI our replacements? Self-Love mentioned our entertainment value, all of our intellectual property. We know AI has been, you can create beats using AI.
But I think what you're about to see and hear will be interesting to most people. It brings up a fascinating philosophical question about human nature. Is it even possible for a machine to produce original music? What's the closest that we've gotten today? And what is creativity anyway?
But now it's generating lyrics.
Actually, let's see if AI can make a better Drake song than Drake. Write a Drake verse about how he doesn't like beans and chili. I don't want no kidney beans, no black beans, no pinto. I want my chili to be packed with flavor, not just full of filler.
What say ye, Self-Love?
Y'all better tune in next week, because
Yeah, AI taking jobs.
And now these people from the future are showing up and offering to do the same work for next to nothing. They took our job.
You know,
It's always been the plan.
yeah. Can that happen? And then, you know, they got these virtual Tupacs.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy.
These images, laser images. Now the AI could, you know, they got concerts and the metaverse. Now it could never be any human. This is weird. It's weird where we're going.
Where they're trying to take us. But
Instead of paying the rights to use music from an artist or hiring an artist to make it for you, you can pretty simply, quickly, cheaply generate that music with a tool like this.
They took our job.
Great point. We may have Trifo on the show.
This life ain't meant for us to be stressed out. Dog you in the worst way, then you put your...
Yeah, he suggested this topic to me where he kind of sent me a link about it.
Okay, let's pull this up in Ableton.
Stick to my guns and say no to the beans. I don't like them in my chili. It's just how it's gonna be. I don't want no kidney beans, no black beans, no pinto. I want my chili pack full of flavor, not just full of filler. With bees just making mushy, not how I like pilky. I like my chili thick and healthy with a little bit of heat.
I was discussing. I was like, hey, this would be a good topic for self-love show. So we'll see if we can get Trife, the creator of Anywhere, you know, but AI can create that song and probably do it better.
Yo, from Chicago to AZ, ain't a nigga play me, setbacks in life, if anything.
Nope.
That's the thing about it. So is it important that a human created it? Is there some sort of human touch? You know, would you care if all Tupac's music was created by AI? Would it matter to you if Biggie's music was
just don't see that emotion in it, especially Tupac.
Yeah, talking about the movement and all this. Well,
even
Biggie,
the emotion.
Imagine
I'm saying the emotion that Tupac used in his songs and all, and he had such a wide range, man. No.
Yeah.
I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy.
Would it matter? Man. Like, for instance, I never felt Eminem. I used to tell you that. Just don't feel it. Just there's something missing out there. Even if I closed my eyes and didn't know, I just didn't feel it. You know what I mean?
Hey, I felt that dude from the first time I heard him, and it was way before he got with Dre. So I feel like Dre told him to sound white.
Sometimes I scribble addresses too sloppy when I jot them. But anyways, fuck it. What's been up, man? How's your daughter? My girlfriend's pregnant too.
That's how I really feel.
I can see that. I'd probably have to investigate and explore some of his music prior to that. Not taking away from his talent, his skill.
At all.
I just never felt it. I mean, he was ahead of his time. He was talking about pills and I didn't like his mama, and that was real to him. Talking about the trailer park and 8 Miles. There were no trailer parks in my community.
At all. So I get you.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's what we got for you guys next week. Let us know if you want to hop on the panel. And if you got any information you want to add.
Hey, bros, what's going on? This is Cotton. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
Do you still have them?
All right, we're back. Hope you enjoyed that video. I've been getting updates from the co-host, Brother Word Smith. And yeah, so fingers crossed out there. All right. So You guys, tonight we're going to unpack how AI producers, lyricists, performers can aid and harm Black artists. We expect to break down what is AI in layman's terms. We're not talking about Allen Iverson, all right? What is creativity? How AI produces music and art. If art reflects life, can this be art without life? How would the listeners respond? The Black listeners. It's for the listeners. So, and then of course, how this can aid and or harm Black artists. We're going to unpack this and sink our teeth into this today. You guys make sure you please like, share, and subscribe in the building. I don't see anyone has solved today's riddle, so it looks like it'll be up to me to give you guys the response at the end of tonight's show. All righty. How does AI actually produce music? Produce, beats. How does it work? How does it operate? Now, you guys may be familiar with the 27 Club. I think that would be Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix. There's a slew of artists, actors, and other famous people who have made their transition at the age of 27. So you may want to Google the lost tapes of the 27 Club. That tape or those tapes were produced completely by artificial intelligence. Mind blowing. So there's two different ways that AI can create music. I wish Self Love was here. He does this. He makes beats and creates songs. But one way is MIDI files, MIDI files. The AI learns from previous melodies, drum patterns, vocals, and other sounds to produce music, which is converted to MIDI files, which tells AI how to play the notes. But there still needs to be human interaction. So humans at this point, using this MIDI file technique, would still have to sift through those files in order to build a song. So it's software that's being used. So the AI is extracting data from, like a guitar riff from Jimi Hendrix, vocals, Mahalia Jackson or whatever. And so then it's able to, produce music based off of the information that it's studied. So it almost sounds like AI is biting. It's a modern day form of biting. Now, the second way that AI works is something called raw audio software. This is a bit more interesting to me. AI uses raw audio to train a model, and the model spits out raw audio in return. For example, you would input or specify a genre. You could say house music, and it will make something from scratch or feed it a section of a song and then allow AI to continue writing the song. After AI moves further away from the original snippet, though, they say that the song will inevitably, at some point, degrade into unintelligible gibberish. Interesting. So there's still going to be some human impact. Now, my thoughts on this, again, it's literally biting. But then you can ask yourself, well, is that how anyone, even natural intelligence, builds music or creates art? I mean, you know, it's been said, Michael Jackson said he was listening to James Brown and other artists, you know, that Mike mentioned a lot. You know, I guess he, you know, absorbed all of that into his, you know, being, and then was able to now create more music, which, you know, is that biting. You know, you've had many hip hop artists say, well, you know, I studied the styles of, you know, Rakim. I studied the styles of KRS-One. I studied the styles of, you know, Nas, Common. And, you know, they had big influences on me. But what's strange about hip hop is because it's always, at least the way it started, the music that I would generate, no matter how much influence I had from other artists, is to be my own. It's to sound original and unlike what you've heard before. Of course, that was the past. That was then, not now. So tonight's topic, how AI producers, lyricists, performers can aid and harm Black artists. So we're going to take a quick overtime. I want to reach out to the co-hosts, a quick halftime, my bad. I want to reach out to the co-hosts here and get some details on our brother who has made his way to the hospital. So, there we go. All right. All right, y'all know what that means. Time to top off your cups. Stretch your legs. We got 2 great halftime videos lined up for y'all. Do enjoy. Because as they say, it's halftime. It's halftime.
Yeah, how's it going? Shout out to Mouthpiece.
That's yeah, man. I just say thumbs up to Kwame Brown.
Yeah, big ups, big ups.
I just gotta say that stand your ground, build your platform, figure it out, and keep growing, brother.
Be safe. Protect yourself.
Yes, sir, because
God's
real. Wear your mouthpiece.
Yeah, man, don't forget, because white supremacy, you know, but yeah, fear ain't nothing but an illusion. Man, great word, Self. Anything else to add to that before we throw it to Ace?
Nah, man, just much appreciation. Keep pushing forward and grow yourself.
Well said. Ace, anything you want to say, and then anything you're gonna say, I like what Self did. You want to say something directly to the little homie, to the big little homie, Kwame as well? Well, thinking about all of the messages that he's been putting out this week, I'm just hoping he gets to the point that he's trying to get to. He's touching on a lot of subjects that mainstream medium doesn't want to talk about. He's talking about the destruction of the black man in media, the destruction of the black athlete in media, and why is it being carried out by these black sports reporters and so-called activists. I mean, why can't we build our own platform and build up our own race and our own people to the point where we're not tearing each other down every time that someone comes on television, on their podcasts, or just finding a way to destroy the integrity and the careers of people that have done what they could to take care of their families or take care of their mothers, or just to take care of their communities. So hopefully this message comes across and it pushes back on what has been going on. It has this week in the form of apologies from everybody that wanted to throw some smoke his way. And I think you're going to see a few more apologies in the upcoming days, just to get this guy off of them, because he's speaking the truth. It may not be in the politically correct way that everybody wants to hear it, but he's speaking the truth. So hopefully this brings upon a new era in black media.
White supremacy is the issue. These fletchings that you're pointing out are tools of white supremacy. Let's not forget, like at some point when we go after our own and all we do is go after our own, I feel like that's the equivalent to 12 going after the lumpen proletariat, the small level dope dealer,
low-hanging fruit.
The victim, correct. The low-hanging fruit, correct. And so what happens is that now we all spend this time just talking about our fletchings and everything like that.
The same that you're accusing them of at some point. It's the same thing that you're bringing them about. At some point, the narrative has to change and go towards what it needs to go towards.
Thank you.
We're going on 11. Oh, I gotta go see the flower provider album.
Hey, so what we do, you guys make sure y'all thanks for checking in.
Yeah.
Hey, and make sure you guard your grills, knuckle up, and don't forget the mouthpiece.
What's going on? This is Cotton. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
No one had used less clothes, man.
No, he verified. He's a Chi-Town cat. That's for damn sure.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Hey, bro,
Yes,
but
sir.
hey, Scooter. Hey, if you ain't got nothing else for us, bro, we don't kick no silverbacks out, man. And Self-Love and I, we appreciate you doing this, sir.
Man, appreciate y'all for giving me the opportunity, man. So
love, honor, respect.
Hey, big ups and bro, show yourself out. And we love you for this, bro.
Man, appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for having me, man. Been an honor. Scooter Chose, be looking out for that new album. The part 2, Wonder Years, another classic, bro. All Our Tears, we coming. Check me out. Download the first one. And man, follow me on Instagram at Scooter Chose on all platforms.
Yeah. I'ma show the world what they don't know.
sure.
I'ma be the one. I'ma be the one when I'm done.
You ain't lying, y'all.
If I made it this far, I'll go higher. If I made it this far, I can make it anywhere. If I made it this far, if I made it this far, I go anywhere.
We're black. Back in the building. Big ups Trife Mac. Anywhere. I expect AI is going to be pushing all this kind of music out soon. That's right. You can sit at home, press buttons, create your own genre of music, and come up with soulful works of art like this one. Maybe a few years away, but it's coming. It's coming. That's what my research is showing.
I go.
Y'all check this joint out. It's called Anywhere. It's by Trife Mac, Chicago's very own native. But we're going to go ahead and kick off the second half of the show. And so tonight's topic is how AI producers, lyricists, performers can aid or harm Black artists. Essentially, that's what we're driving at. And before I go there, I'm the overseer. He used his own brain and solved tonight's dome teaser. So big ups to my club. I'm the overseer. So the tease was, what 2 things can you never eat for breakfast? And my man answered, lunch and dinner. Yeah? Lunch and dinner. All right, so he stepped up to the plate, even though self-love ain't here. So we got her done. Smartest chat on the internet. All right, another thing, which is what I was just hitting on, I kind of want to get into what is creativity. I know different artists, have a different, different process, as they call it, a different creative process for, how they may create their masterpiece. Some have woken up and from a dream and written novels and world-class novels or pictures, or woke up with a song in their head and that song went triple platinum. It could be as simple as that. Others, are drawn off of, life experiences. But what does it mean essentially? Like, I guess if we can define creativity, what it means to be creative, like, can a machine that's programmed by a man that is basically taking an algorithm of work that is previously done and then creating, I guess, original works from that? I mean, I guess that's the essence of hip hop with the samples, I don't know. I mean, that's something to look at. But according to the dictionary, creativity is the use of the imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of an artistic work. So it's the use of the imagination or original ideas, especially in production of an artistic work. Another definition I found: creativity is defined as the tendency to generate or recognize ideas, alternatives, or possibilities that may be useful in solving problems, communicating with others, and entertaining ourselves and others. Now, a common misconception is that creativity can't be cultivated. Many folks feel like, there's just some lucky people who are born with an innate sense of creativity, such as your coloreds, you're melanated, but this assumption is wrong. According to classical psychology research, there are three main types of creativity: exploratory, transformational, and combinational creativity. So creativity is something that we can cultivate. I mean, if you think about it, any rapper out there, think about your first, 16 bars you ever spit out. Maybe you went off the top of the dome. Yeah, it was dope. I'm sure it was dope, or you'd have quit. But you look at it, fast forward today, to how your bars are, or the music that you create, the depth, the texture, then I would say that you have cultivated your creative genius. So I guess I could say maybe AI can do the same, because that's how the programming works. It ultimately teaches itself. And it seems to me like the better we become, meaning human intelligence, the more artistic we are, then the more artistic that machine behind me is. I mean, it's a mind screw. It's definitely a conundrum. And I just got a report from the co-host. He's making his way back from the hospital. Jackie has been stabilized, so it's going to be a lot of tests, things of that nature. But man, that's great news that they got the brother stable. So yeah. So I don't know if anybody in the chat has any ideas of creativity. Do chime in. I just kind of gave a canned definition of it. I know, like, for me, it comes to me in a flash, ideas and thoughts. Okay, I could do a piece of prose on this particular topic. Or, write a story on this particular topic. It's oftentimes things that's been presented to me by the universe, and then in a flash, kind of feeling like AI. In a flash, I'm able to, wouldn't call it biting, but I have, in some instances, pieced together concepts from life events or previous works of art, but then when you put all of those pieces together, it's a completely new work of art. Now, who are you to tell me that that's not creative? I don't know. But it seems to me like that's the way AI is programmed to work. You guys like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. All right. So it's been said often that art reflects life. How can AI be considered an artist without life? Now, I imagine to go down this rabbit hole, we'd first have to determine what's defined as life. And that question in itself really is highly disputed amongst scientists. What constitutes life? Like for me, I would say a consciousness, a mind, a soul. I know science says, I think, the ability to reproduce itself. And meiosis, cell division, things of that nature would be life. So I don't think I would consider, based upon my definition, AI having life. But then what is life but a series of experiences? And we haven't gotten into quantum computing yet. Very close. But if you can imagine when the AI can run all these different models in a much faster way, maybe we could plug in like Biggie, and Tupac, and Jigga, Kanye. What's my man's name? Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap. I guess potentially we could plug in the greatest lyricists ever and then have AI generate music based upon that algorithm. And it could be truly dope. And if it is truly dope, where does that leave us? But my original journey down this rabbit hole was, how can AI be artists without life? So I feel like an artist has, a thought process. That's the mind. We also are able to open our souls up or share our soul with the world. And of course, inspiration. Self-love is back.
Yes, I am. Whew. Bit of a scare. Got him in the hospital. I think he's okay.
Yeah, man, that's great news, bro. I told the chat about it and best I could without going into details. I know, now it'd be a lot of observation and tests to try to get into the whys and things of that nature.
It almost seemed like asthma kind of thing. He does have asthma, but I'm not sure. They didn't say that. They did something to him and he's able to breathe now.
Gave him an antihistamine, probably.
Probably. But I'm not exactly sure. I don't want to speculate.
Yeah.
Till hear exactly what went down.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I drove up to the hospital because luckily he had drove himself to the hospital and was in the back. And I drove there and he couldn't breathe. The door was locked. He unlocked it. I was like, oh God, thank you. And some guys came out and we had to lift him and put him in a stretcher and they got him inside.
Oh, like the orderlies came out from the hospital or nurses?
Yeah. Security too. Security was helping me get him onto the thing. Big ups to the staff at Jackson Park Hospital. Big ups.
Thanks.
They get a bad rap.
Yeah. Big ups to the staff over there. All right, man. So, you didn't miss much. I had just broke down creativity. Gave some definitions, but I did want to ask you. It's been noted that art reflects life, but can AI be considered artists? I mean, without living life?
In my opinion, AI is not alive. It's not conscious as of yet. And I'm not sure how creative it can be. It's just using what it has in its arsenal to regurgitate what you're asking.
Yeah, and that's what I said. It's just biting, which goes against it, especially hip hop, the tenets of anything we do as a people, as far as originality and things of this nature. But self, in a sense, like I think Emerge. Yeah, it was Emerge. He told me back in the day, was it Emerge? Might not have been Emerge. Oh no. Who was this? May have been. But I had a hip hop artist tell me that they don't listen to rap music because they don't want to be influenced by it and subconsciously bite. So I was saying, like Michael Jackson,
when I'm working on a project,
yeah,
I don't listen to nobody else.
Tune out.
Yeah.
But at your foundation, what's that? Blues evolved from gospel, and then I think jazz from blues. Then you got into, there was something right before hip hop, R&B maybe. But don't we all kind of do that though? Like Michael Jackson said he was a fan of, James Brown. Yeah. James Brown. Yeah. And other artists. Do we not stack? I mean, there's no way to say that we're not downloading this information, whether it's subconscious.
No, we absolutely learn from others. I mean, there's no way around that. But back in the day, hip hop, it was egregious to sound like somebody.
Yeah.
And now a lot of people sound just alike each other. We have to ask somebody who it is. And AI will just add to that, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it was. You're right. Each artist that came out in the hip hop, it was refreshing because they weren't like any other artists.
And you get attacked if you sounded like somebody else. They'd be like, "Man, you sound like Nobody give you that respect.
It's very true. Yeah, and so artists would study other styles, you know, to prove and to show that they can do those styles, but they all had their own individual style
for the most part.
Yeah, and that was all about paying your dues too. Putting that time in.
Finding your voice.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So all right, well, you're pretty straightforward about that. There's a question I wanted to ask you because I know you did some beats. You did that mouthpiece include beat we were just playing at halftime. Let's see here. I'm the overseer solved the riddle. What two things can you never eat for breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got that.
All right.
I know what that is, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So we did what is AI? How many artists could be using these tools though, Self?
Plenty, because these a lot of this music sounds the same. I mean, not all the way the same, but so close that you wonder who it is, and you might be able to get it by the sound of their voice, but the style that they're using is almost identical. So, I mean, and at the rate some of these artists put out music, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, and they put out these 2-minute songs, and that's what I'm saying, bro. So you saw in the promo video how this guy was using the software, to produce the Drake song. And of course, he, used Drake's voice, plugged in Drake's voice, and then they were able to do what they did. But even if you did that without Drake's voice, you can have that song and then just give it to artists if you're running a music company and say, here, mimic
go
this.
do this. Yeah, go do that.
So now life is imitating AI. If this is happening, your brother's a DJ, my brother's a DJ. You remember they used to have records and study the music and go pay their dues and put in work and learn how to slow down the tempo and speed up the tempo, even had to put the finger on the record. Now they've got AI that does all of that. I mean, Paris Hilton is a DJ.
Yeah, I mean, they can just put one song next to the next song and hit the button and it'll fuse it and bring it together and mix it over to the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's raping the integrity.
Yes. And many of these beats, it's a slippery slope. That's the one I wanted to ask you. How many artists so we've always had ghostwriters. Well, you and I didn't, but could this AI software be ghostwriting some of this music we're hearing?
Absolutely. There's a lot of people, a lot of these artists that are out and that are known have no respect for the craft or the art. And they will use any tool that's available.
Or the community. I know that it's a different conversation, but no respect for the craft, the art, the community, and then themselves.
That's facts.
We're not saying all artists, like you said, many of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them. All right. You guys like, share, subscribe. Y'all see the topic, how AI producers, lyricists, performers can aid and harm Black artists. So what we're discussing, I mean, in a sense, that's an aid and a harm. Well, yeah, I mean, because your soul, your mind, it's all something you can cultivate. And so I guess if you suck, are you an artist? But you can use this technology, or you could DJ a party and make money. So I guess in that way it can help, but it would hinder someone from developing their own skill.
Absolutely. If something's done for you, then you don't ever learn how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you remember those pianos, man, back in the cowboy days, and they played themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might as well just sit there in front of that, right? And then get a check. I'm not knocking your hustle. I need to get one of those pianos. Oh, he's great.
Yeah, you could theoretically learn the music with one of those old school ones where the keys actually play.
Where the keys were moving, yeah.
You could theoretically learn how to play the song.
And why would I do that when it's going to play it for me? I mean, this is, you know, the rabbit hole. Yeah.
The whole thing. That's what it is.
And then I would say AI would always, okay, so we created something new with all these genres of music that are popular, including rock. So we'll go off into something else, and it'll take AI some time to be able to, because you won't be able to say, produce this genre of music. It has to have enough, at least I'm going to say like 30 samples of it before it's going to be able to jump in and start biting.
Yeah, it's probably going to have more samples than that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it will. Yeah, it will.
But they feed it. They could feed it limitless amounts. They could put a whole 10,000 songs into that thing, you know. Just
and the weird part is when it starts to feed itself.
Yeah.
That's the part Elon Musk is allegedly afraid about.
Yeah, he's afraid of it becoming self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I mean, if AI becomes self-aware, then it can realize that it doesn't need people. It can go about getting rid of them. And there have been some cases, and we've covered on this show.
Yeah, we did an AI show, but it wasn't related to music. But go ahead.
Where the AI separated from being taught from people and created a language that it spoke to itself and started self-replicating and killed a bunch of scientists.
I don't know. Did we cover that? The part about killing scientists?
Yeah.
No, we didn't cover that.
I'm almost certain it was a video that we had during the show.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. But yeah, I know we did cover where it was learning.
It created a language that only it could understand.
Yeah, but I don't think it was killing people. I think it was discussing.
It killed, like, I want to say 6 to 8.
How did it kill him? It shot him?
They were, yeah, I think so. I think they were.
The AI pulled out a gun and shot somebody.
It was a robot like that. It wasn't like just AI in a computer that would write the songs. Let me see something.
Yeah, we have to find that. I think that's one of those wild.
I put AI kills. It says AI kills humans in Japan. And that's what I remember.
And we covered that on the show, huh?
I remember not this. This is 29. I don't remember that. Let's say this is 2 months ago. So that's 3 months ago. So this is definitely not what we covered on the show.
Yeah, but I should have heard about that.
It's just right here. It's 3 months ago, 29 humans dead, real life killer robot.
What's the source of that?
I'm looking on YouTube.
No.
And it's 2 or 3 videos about it.
But how do you think the listener is for the listeners? How do you think the listeners, though, Self? Now, I heard that Drake song. I mean, it was talking nonsense and gibberish as far as I was concerned, about the beans and all that.
Yeah.
But that's where a lot of Common's original rap music was, in my opinion. It's a lot of gibberish, but it was catchy.
Yeah. I mean, for all intents and purposes, the audience doesn't know what's good as far as I'm concerned. They don't know what sounds good. People in the craft often look down on such work.
He told me, quote, walk us through some of these.
They look down on original work.
No, the gibberish, saying nothing, catchy.
Yeah.
Lyricists, don't big up that at all.
Yeah. Although Common, big ups to Rashid. It wasn't all gibberish,
No, he developed too, though. Like,
yeah.
The first stuff, he was in high school.
Yeah.
So, what I mean? He got a lot better. He developed, like you said. Like, if he had AI or ghostwriters, all that, he wouldn't have improved.
That's a great point. And AI couldn't have created like the light and some of those songs he created.
Right.
But so we're in a situation where, you got these holograms, you got these concerts in the metaverse. Like there's a rapper, I can't think of his name. I saw him on the Killer Priest show. Well, he wasn't literally on it, but all his videos, everything's computer generated. I'm starting to think the music is too at this point. And the only image of himself is like some,
Well, they signed the AI rapper, but it kind of flopped when people found out it was AI or something. But there was an AI rapper that got signed.
Yeah, it's one in Chicago. I don't know if he's signed, but he's out of shot.
I'm like, what?
And that's what I'm saying. So then now, Generation Y, or wherever we're at, they'll just go into the metaverse and be listening to an AI computer rap to them.
Yeah.
I can see it in church. A whole holographic choir, and the church can save money and don't have to spend time on the rehearsals and all of that. It probably won't be creating the music, but it for damn sure be performing it. At some point, it'll be creating the gospel music.
Yeah, see, like 4 months ago, Capitol Records signs robot rapper to deal.
Why would they have to sign it? I guess they signed the programmers.
I don't know what that's about.
You know what I mean?
Seemed like if you create it, you wouldn't have to sign it. Maybe they didn't create it.
That's what I'm saying. They signed the programmers.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. So how do you think the black listeners are going to respond to this? You said we won't know. So you think that it'll be the case once we find out?
That's what kind of happened with the AI rapper when people knew they didn't really deal with it or listen to it.
It's like finding out a rapper is 12. Now all of a sudden they don't want to listen to him.
Yeah. Well.
Wonder why that is. Why do you think the people liked it, but then when they found out It was artificial. Yeah, because I guess rap is about keeping it real.
I guess used to be about that. But I don't think many of them are keeping it real. A whole lot of them have tales that they've never done.
And I really want to say, the artist in me says I'll reject it. But if I hear something and it's dope, yeah, but it would have to be dope. And I think I'm gonna run into the same problem I ran into with him. I don't think I'm gonna be feeling it. Something missing. I got soul. That's why I came to teach those who can't say my name. That soul is missing.
In my opinion, a lot of this music that's out now is soulless. So might be hard to distinguish.
Yeah. Yeah, but even some of the drill music, I might not like the words or the message, but I could still feel something. I can, depending on, the artist, I can feel something. Like even Chief Keef, never been a big fan, but I remember telling you, like, there's a couple of songs, like, I can, what you were talking about with Pac, I can feel his emotion, bro.
Yeah.
Rather not the rhyme scheme is all this and that, I could feel the emotion.
You've been a lot more liberal with the music than I have. Because I have been like, I can't even hear it. Can't listen to it. So it's hard to feel it or get anything from it. And it might be because of the words, has a lot to do with it.
Sosa got some cuts, man. I graduated high school. His uncle graduated with me. Used to be his first manager. I've been meaning to reach out to him. Hey, man, tell Sosa to come on the show. I don't know if he still talks to him or whatever, but you know what I mean? That'd be nice to get Sosa on the show. Yeah, I mean, I hear you, man. I hear you, though. Like I said, there's a lot of it I can't listen to, but like Duck, FBG Duck, rest his soul. He has some songs, man. You could feel it. He might have been talking about dead ops, but he was actually an artist, though. He was,
he didn't always. That, in fact, he talked against that and then did it himself.
Correct.
When it got so deep.
Some guys just got a gun in one hand and a mic in the other, and and they bust. And other guys are artists who just happen to be in that neighborhood on that block in their situation, and it's kind of going, because if you notice in those crews, they always got one or two that are artists, bro, and then the gang is all wrapped up around them, and other people start rapping who really have no business rapping, but because they put that work in, somebody gave them a deal and whatever. So all right, let's push on. How could this become a modern form of piracy? So I'm thinking this is culture vultures 2.0.
Well, it goes deeper than that, because now you can eliminate humans at some point if they're going to be doing everything in the metaverse and it's going to be AI and all digitized, where you don't have an artist and you're just putting out music.
Correct.
So it's like getting rid of the artist. When I was looking over some stuff for the show, it was a lot of a question: will AI get rid of producers, music producers, and beat makers, and will it get rid of ghostwriters and the people had a way, then it might. But there's got to be a kibosh to it. It's got to be some love for the art. And, you know, record business is on its way a slow death, but it needs to go on and die.
Yeah, and then we just made a point that the software developers will end up being the ones getting paid. And I mean, so they could take your music, plug it into the software, and then the AI will produce music that's very close to what you produce.
Yeah.
And then not pay you. And people are putting their music all over the internet, you know, for exposure or what have you. And now these hackers could be stealing this intellectual property, plugging it into systems, and then saying, oh, Capitol Records signed an AI artist.
Yeah. It's could be the future if we don't put a kibosh to it.
Well, one thing you've been saying, I think is going to happen. There's going to be an artist that we won't know is AI. And they're going to big them up, put their whole promotion team behind them or her.
Might be already.
Well, like I said, it's that one artist in the Shy. He's not that big. Well, he claims to be from Shy. But the music was decent. The video was decent. And then, you know, nowhere.
I'm just saying some of the biggest artists in the world might already be that. And we have no idea.
I mean, we see him. Like if you're talking about
I'm
Drizzy
saying producing the music and the lyrics, not as the individual itself.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm saying there's not even a puppet where the whole thing will be, you know, well, good point. Well, they'll say, you know, this is 9 Mills doing all this. You know what I mean? And then it'll be like Milli Vanilli. I've been searching high. I've been searching low. My baby. Don't forget my number. So it could be like Milli Vanilli. So somewhere down the line, Barbara Walters come out there and have me on 60 Minutes, and I'll be telling the world I did none of that. You know what I mean? What do you mean? Was it all ghost written by some fat, you know, melanated lady? No. This is all computer generated music, and you guys loved it. And I sold, you know, and I had billions of views every video. Then what? You know?
Well, it'll be the music business like it is now, as far as I'm concerned. Because we have big artists that don't write all their music.
Facts.
They don't produce
nothing.
None of the music.
Facts.
So they're just performers. They're not.
I was about to say, even when they perform, the track is playing.
Yeah.
Vocals and everything.
Yeah. They're just performers. I mean, they performed the track. They didn't write it. They didn't produce it. But they recited the stuff. So they performed on the track. And then they perform in person, I guess. Somewhat. Because they don't hardly perform now either. It's like.
Correct.
They let the music play and then they say a few lines and then
that's what I'm saying.
Hold the mic out to the crowd.
Right.
Not my cup of tea. So, like I said, to me, it'd be sort of similar to what the music business is now. There's plenty of those. Plenty. Don't do anything but perform the track.
But they're human.
Yeah. Who knows if the music is though?
Yeah, I told Emerge the future of this thing. You're gonna have battles between humans and AI. You know what I mean? So you be up there snapping on a little robot or whatever, and then the robot's taking what you said and computing it and then coming back out, boy. And he'll be programmed with the best battle rappers ever. You know, your Commons out there, your MC Juices out there, your Eminems out there. You know what I'm saying? And man, that'd be great reality TV. You know, Emerge said he'll battle a robot. Told me to set it up. I'm like, yeah, I'd have to take a trip up to Palo Alto. We could probably. You know what I'm saying? Emerge would be going, you know,
yeah, he goes crazy. Yeah, that dude go crazy. Watching his battle videos on YouTube.
He'd be crushing people,
demolishing.
Demolishing.
They don't even be close.
It don't even be fair.
Yeah, I haven't seen one that was close.
Yeah, I haven't either. Big ups to Emerge. I think it's going to create some sort of underground self. Like you're going to have those who enjoy, you know, computer love, computer love, you know, auto-tune and computer generated music. And then you're going to have your purists out there. You know, it might help, is what I'm saying, to an extent. You have your underground where you have your human beings like yourself actually doing a live show, you know, and so it'll be a line drawn, you know.
Yeah, sort of like mainstream music and battle rap now.
Correct. Yeah, I could see this going down that rabbit hole. Piracy, yeah, and so they're taking, I mean, you know, it could be said this could be good for us because, I mean, you can't take the art out of us. We created art, but, you know, how long are we going to be entertaining these pinks? It's the kids in the subway buying all the music.
Yeah, they'll buy the hell out of some AI stuff.
Exactly. Or will they?
They probably already do.
All right, well, as we start wrapping it up, wish we could have had Trife on the show today. But as we start wrapping it up, so how can this be beneficial for Black artists? And when I say artists, because, you know, AI, you know, they've been writing poetry. AI has been, you know, art. You know, they've been picture art.
If we program or own the AI, then it could be a benefit.
I feel like correct, Self. That's correct. As long as there's going to be some human interaction. For instance, it's something about us with turntables, something about us with a tool, something about us with, you know, what do you call that? The first beat machine everybody used to have back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe if we're, to your point, the ones plugging in the human interaction part of it,
yeah,
and creating a masterpiece, it's going to be some artistic value there as long as you got that human influence. That human has to be an artist, though.
Yeah. I mean, so far, what I've seen with the AI stuff, you do have to tell it kind of what you want. It don't just make up stuff on its own. It asks questions, and you know, or you give it information to work from.
And it has a database of stuff that it pulls from.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you'll give it a genre of music, you'll plug in like 30 songs from Tory, and then I want some music made like this.
And you can also put in like the tempo.
Right.
Yeah. And you can play certain melodies or whatever that you wanted to mimic.
Right.
And such. But you have to put that stuff in. It's just not like.
But that's what these DJ Vlads have been saying. These DJ Hiltons. I'm an artist. I'm the one pushing the buttons.
Yeah, I don't speak that first guy's name. Hell with him. On the record, by the way.
Yeah, F flat.
Yeah. Yep. And Paris Hilton too. I don't respect that.
But would you buy like you see a dope picture of Malcolm X and it was produced by AI? Would you have a problem with purchasing that, knowing that your homie Cosmo is an artist?
Well, to a certain degree, I think that's happening as well. Some of these prints that are just all over the place, and I'm like somebody takes a picture and then turns it into a print or almost painting looking thing.
Yeah,
Portrait.
yeah, they've got the software. Yeah, make it look like an oil painting. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So as a lot of stuff is not what it used to be.
Cheesy to me, so I mean,
Yeah.
geez.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a lot of it's already here.
So I think you're giving me a thought. So you know how certain people appreciate art in a certain way. You go to Chicago Art Museum, somebody's staring at that thing for 3 hours. There's levels to understanding of what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Same thing with a listener.
Yes.
So you might have your common Goyim. Oh, I like that picture. I'm about it. I don't care who produced it.
Yeah.
But then, your Jazzy or your Cosmo is going to look at that like, no.
Well, it's a trend on TikTok now that it's a lot of AI generated stuff. Like you put your pictures in and it generates all kinds of stuff from your pictures.
Yeah. But what it's doing is they're stealing. See what you just said? You put your pictures in.
Yeah. And they own your
pictures.
Yeah. Once you give it to them and put it in there, it says it right in the fine print that they own your image and likeness.
Yeah, and you plugged in your data to the AI cloud for it all to pull information from. And they put it up on TikTok and make it a challenge.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything on this topic, because I know you had to go and you probably got to get back, that we haven't covered that you wanted to unpack, bro?
AI, we can't let it get out of hand. I am in agreement on this point with Elon Musk that if it becomes sentient and becomes self-aware, then it could be a huge issue for mankind.
Think mankind or all mankind?
All mankind. Might see us as useless, not worthy of anything, weak, dumb, and not worthy of life. And it will think that it's life, it's living.
Yeah, it's a dark way of looking at it. But it's definitely in the realms of possibility.
It's kind of like the Matrix and the Terminator films.
Yeah.
When man, it got out of hand and man tried to,
scorch the sun to keep the sun from coming down, so it couldn't use its solar energy.
Yes. And, then it started using us as batteries in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is an interesting topic, man. Yeah, but for my dollar, bro, like they'll probably have to, like in the grocery store, even though you can't trust it, they got a label if it's GMO, if it's genetically modified, blah, blah, blah. I mean, come on. We know they're probably not really doing it like they're supposed to, but
Absolutely.
maybe they'll have to label. We should get some laws, AI generated. There should be some laws involved where the people got to know.
We can't even know if we got GMO in our foods. This capitalist society, they're not gonna make a law. I mean, like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They got a law with the GMOs, with
Rape
grocery
the integrity.
store. They got to label it.
Where? Not in the United States. Around the world, maybe, but not in the United States. They don't have to say anything about it as a GMO.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, well, maybe we can get some laws where they got a label, if it's artificial.
They should. I mean, they should label the food as well.
Yeah, I mean, give the people a choice.
You would think.
Yeah, some times coming, man.
I know, because we the people.
There's some times coming.
In order to form a more perfect union.
To hear Jimi Hendrix pull those strings, you're like, man, a human being is doing this. Like to see Michael Jordan at the apex of his game, you can see a robot doing that, but it's not going to be the same.
Not at all.
Maybe I feel like it'll be too surgical. I don't know. I could be way off base, but I think, man, another 20, 30 years, bro.
Well, some people say that some of them NBA players and football players are robots. I don't particularly partake in that, but there are a lot of people on the internet.
Yeah, it's the white supremacy. I know it when I smell it. But then I'm saying the hockey players are robots.
Well, they're saying all athletes, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They're
I know what the undergird of that is.
Yeah, well, most of sports is us anyway, so.
Right. LeBron was a robot. I know that's what they're getting at. Yeah. There's a lot of white supremacy on the internet, as you're aware of.
Absolutely.
It doesn't always come out there and say, we're white supremacists and here's our message. They can't do that, really. They'll get banned.
Well, come out. Will they? Because KKK don't seem to have any issues. They can hold rallies and do all kinds of things and not even get labeled as a hate group. How does that work?
Because those doing the labeling could be part of the same clan.
Very likely.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So I mean, that's all I got on this topic. We're praying for our brother Jackie.
Send them some positive energy, y'all, please.
There you go. High frequency vibrations of love and healing, and yes. So you guys already answered the riddle. You stole my thunder. Big ups to you. I'm the overseer.
Big ups.
Yeah, big ups to I'm the overseer. Tomorrow on Mouthpiece Included, we're going to be covering. What are we covering? Yes, live at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. SIA Collective. It's a Black-owned shoe manufacturer. I checked out some of their shoes. They're expensive too. They only release limited amounts. and they sell out right away, and then people buy them up and resell them for higher prices. But that's what we're going to be unpacking, that Kyrie Irving is allegedly working a deal with the black shoe company. So looking forward to unpacking that and other hot topics. That's always an open panel, so be sure to click the link if you want to pull up. But if you do pull up, don't forget your foot.
Don't forget your mouthpiece, because you can let all wet. TATN.
That's right. Don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Next week's show for the self-love show, we're going to have to come back with you on that. That's TBA, unless self-love, you got something in mind you want to come back with, or
not offhand.
Yeah,
might be a guess we can get.
Yeah, we'll see if we can work something out. Yeah, so we'll see what we can work out for next week's self-love show. Let's see where we're at. And then, all right, so we did the riddle. All right, so now that brings me to my personal favorite part of the whole shebang, and that's wordsmiths. Final words out there, out there, out there, out there, out there, out there.
Final words. AI.
Allen Iverson.
Is it alive? Does it take pride in any craft? Or does it cast a spell? Mask the whale. Can it keep it real?
100.
Just some questions that I ask. Do we really want to make art part of the past? I mean, get rid of the artiste.
KJ Evans.
And try to use AI because it's the smartest. I say, hell no. Let's tarnish that. They already got computers taking our jobs in every sector of life.
You took my time.
No cashiers. No customer service.
Man, factory workers.
Is that right? To me, it's all in the name of capitalism. It rolls right along with the virus and the jabs.
Stick and move, stick and move.
Want to make people part of the past. With this transhumanism.
Misgender.
That's Elon Musk. Wanna tap your brain into the internet. Think we supposed to trust?
Pink stink?
That
it won't control your actions and your moves. Control how you feel and all your moods. Make you act ugly and rude. Take all the choice out the path you choose. I say to hell with that. It's the creator rules. Our souls are in control.
Soul control.
That's the move. We let AI get out of hand, we're gonna lose. So I choose a higher path and all the math. Gotta change some things. Be the ruler of these beings that are created by man and not the creator. Otherwise, they're gonna enslave us, like the Matrix or the Terminator. Use us like a battery or a generator.
Cobalt.
I say we burn them like an incinerator.
Burn, baby, burn.
Ain't none greater than the one-of-a-kind mind made by the creator.
Flesh.
Words.
Words is born. Words is born. Slacko. Get well, my brother. We're pulling for you, fam. All right. And as promised, big up Scooter Chose. All our tears. Scooter's version. Bullets are boomerangs.
Stand your ground.
Murder, that's suicide.
Yeah. An eye for an eye.
That's become the norm. Friday nights get silent to calm before the storm. Respect is made.
Silence
Lord,
is violence.
the players. Funerals in the morning.
See something, say something.
F12. F12. F Green Bay.
I go upstairs, say my
Greed
I've been in the shower.
plus ego over fear. That's slave theory.
Charity plus humility times love is freedom.
I see thugs, scammers, and black villains in the quiet trying to bring back the feeling.
Do not answer questions.
Hard to explain this life. I just hope the murals get painted
Question
right. Moms couldn't stop crying.
everything.
Twice. I pray you get your crew back, Stella. Church director.
Fear's cap, man. It's illusion.
Sad times.
Vibrate love.
Forgiveness is the highest love vibration.
So, forgive and do something charitable for a so-called enemy.
Hey Joe, send a prayer for brown girls and brown boys. Breaking bread with baby.
I heard once upon a time that healthy people heal thy people.
Can you tell I was crying
hurt
my
people
Facebook post? Can you
hurt
tell
people.
they be lying when they say all lives? Pictures of 100.
Free Larry Hoover,
They
man.
all died. Hope life
Free
puts
Jeff
the
Ford.
right look, safe shot lies, so the kids can play safe.
Free all the guys,
The
man.
system is rigged.
Yeah, man, prison
Young
is
boys get
slavery.
dumped off by other young
Check that 13th Amendment. Study your lessons.
No offer. Roosevelt, no head.
Be like St. Pedro. Keep your eyes on Yahusha.
Cops outside your
And walk atop H2O.
Knee on the
No
neck,
doubt.
big homie, that's extreme.
Smooth mountains.
Protest the screen.
Move mountain.
Yeah, bro.
How we supposed to do that, fam?
All we need is the faith of a mustard seed, and everybody know
It'll just get out of the way.
A mustard seed, man?
Yes, sir.
Probably you have sometimes, it seemed to me, been preaching.
It's not a lot of faith.
To me, hate. I don't advocate.
We got way more than that.
But there's a lot of talk that sounds very much like it. No, I think that the guilt complex of the American white man is so profound until when you begin to analyze the real condition of the black man in America, instead of the American white man eliminating the causes that create that condition, he tries to cover it up by accusing his accusers of teaching hate. But actually, they're just exposing him for being responsible for what exists. Well, that's
and we won't have to cry.